Yep.
Right now, it's me and Megan.
And Victoria.
And Victoria. And the reason why we asked you to come is because to do that, we're right now at the Woodstock Festival. To me, it's a monument, earth-shattering, world explosive event. You're in charge.
Yeah, it's been amazing so far. It's just
Right.
like,
This was Michael Arnstein's vision
Right.
to get all
And
fruitarians.
you're his wife.
I'm his wife. I'm married to him. I'm Victoria, and his vision was to get all people that are eating fruit like himself to get people around to converse with each other and feel comfortable with each other and not have to explain what they're eating and
Now
why they're
explain
eating
a big
it.
bowl of fruit.
Not to have to explain a big bowl of fruit and why they're eating it and how they're eating it and they're not getting enough protein. Just a really nice way to chill, just chillax and have just, you know, a family. You know, you bring your family, everybody's invited. Everybody who's conscious about the way they want to look and feel, and they could learn so much more than they know already. Even if you think you know so much, you go to Dr. Douglas Graham's talk, you don't know anything. You go to another talk that someone else is doing,
You don't know anything. I have learned so much.
yeah, you connect with so many more things
Right.
that you just, you know, you can't catch everything from a
Right.
video. You can't
Right.
catch everything. You can't text people on YouTube and expect to get the right feedback and
the
even
right kind of
enough
support.
or even support.
Right.
You can't get that many people writing you back either. This is where you can get your answers to your questions.
Where
You
this
have
Woodstock
answers-
40 years later, it's the way it should have been.
Right, exactly. I think this isn't I think it's an appropriate time. I think now is the time to have real change with the hopes of not sounding like Obama. I want to tell you that we just do need a change. We really do
You
need
need a change, absolutely.
Because the human race will not survive the way they're going. It's
Won't
not going
survive.
to work.
Not going to work.
McDonald's, Burger King, Subway, all these fast food places are just not going to cut it for your children. And if you want your children healthy, you bring them here young.
Right.
And then they start coming here as adults and they bring their children. That is the hopes for what we're doing here today.
And actually, we hope to have 3 more events next year, too.
Next year,
Right.
we were hoping to have this for 3 weeks.
Right.
And so we could only have 300 people on the premises legally. And we can't fit everybody that really, if they heard about how great this was, next year is going to be double.
Yeah, it is gonna be
And
double.
we can't fit everybody in one spot. So what we're going to do is have 3 different weeks. And we'll have them in increments where people could feel they could pick their week, because there's times that people can't come, and they could have the flexibility. And that's what we're probably renting this place out for 3 weeks.
You know, the other side of it, I met at least 15, 20, 30, maybe 40 stories, 50 stories. That's just people I met. Diabetes, breast cancer, guy 66 years old, running all across New Zealand. Story after story after story. People with major illnesses completely disappeared.
Or you could avoid
avoid.
diabetes,
Yeah.
cancer, hypertension, all
Right.
of the above.
That's the
It
key.
doesn't have to exist.
That's
why
right.
why get to that point? And if you feel like this is an expense, I guarantee you,
a lot
staying
cheaper.
in the hospital when you're 60 for 2-3 weeks is going to cost your entire life savings.
Right.
So, and your time. Even if it doesn't cost you money with insurance, it will cost you time. There's no need for this. Let's avoid all that. And let's learn now. This is the place to do it. This is a launching pad for people.
Plus, you have a lot of children, too.
What?
Plus, for the children.
The children, that's what it's at. I mean,
Right.
that's what we're, I mean, you know, I'm 41. I mean, I wish I started this. When I see 20-year-olds here, I'm like, a 15-year-old.
Right.
Anybody that's younger than 20, it blows my mind. They're so lucky to get this information in now. I wish I knew this at 15.
Yeah, I feel
I
lucky
wish I
even
knew
at
this.
25.
Yeah.
How old are you?
19.
19.
I'm 20.
20.
Yeah, she's 20. I mean, it's just amazing. It's
Amazing,
incredible
right.
stuff. Anne has her child since birth.
All those kids over there.
Yeah,
drawing.
like we're listening to the lectures and they're saying, 20-year raw foodists, 30-year raw foodists. But when we're older, it's going to be 60-year raw foodists.
Yeah.
And I have to say one thing. My children were not raised raw. I did not know about raw. And now they're seeing that they're okay. They're not falling down. They're not weak. They're not, frail. They're strong kids. They're vibrant. They're having a good time, and they're active. And they're not even thinking about food. They're just eating whatever's available, which is fruits and vegetables. So if you do this at home, I'm going to take what I'm learning here and bring it home and see how that progresses. So far, they're doing well. So I have nothing to change. Nothing to change. If you
In other
don't
words,
bring it home,
For a mother, just have fruits and vegetables in the house, and that's it.
right? I mean, I can't say what they'll do on the outside,
Right,
but I
right.
know that if things are
a good
familiar at home,
Right.
they'll remember. Like for instance, Mexicans will eat Mexican food because they were brought up on it. Chinese people eat their food. Everybody has their Indians eat their food. They all have their own preferences because they learned it as a child. If your children learn how to eat fruit, what do you think is going to be their go-to?
Right.
Fruit. They're going to feel more familiar and comfortable with fruit. If they feel anxious, they'll know what food makes them feel comfortable. Comfort food is only associated with feelings and emotions. And if you're emotionally sound at home and everything is the same at home, then you'll take that with you no matter where you go. Where you travel, when you get older, you'll start doing it to your children. You'll know what to do. And I want to give my kids the tools now so they could do whatever they have to do later if they're in a crisis. If they have a cold, they know to drink more orange juice. They know to eliminate dairy. They know not to have any types of processed foods. All this is incorporated now, and it will sink in. It has to. There's nowhere to go but in here.
So we're going to do Woodstock every single year. That's the goal, right?
That's the goal.
Yeah, and after
Let's
this
hope.
festival, there's going to be so much
Right.
awesome footage to check out.
That's right.
So that you can see what it was like for us. Because
Yeah.
it has just been amazing. It's only the third day.
It's day
I feel
two.
like
And already,
it
like,
feels
everyone's like a big family.
Wow.
and
Yeah.
It's a
like-
great community to be in, and
Makes me want to cry.
and Michael Arnstein is now running a 100-mile race as we
Right.
speak in Colorado, Leadville.
Wow.
It was important for him to be there at this time. This was the only time we had the retreat, so it was conflicting, but I guarantee next year he'll be here. If God wills, he'll be here for the whole week, and maybe for 3.
Well,
Never
Victoria
know.
did a fabulous job.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
you.
So thank you.
Yay.
It wasn't me, but thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.